Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Question and answer. Dr. Chandrasekhar Baba is whom many call as Dr. C. I didn't like this Dr. C. When I came to this country first, so they told PPG, SPG. I said, I remembered my economics professor in one small group. We were sitting and interacting. He was asking each one's name, and so one classmate friend, he stood up and he said, his name not incomplete. Like he said, A something. He said, your name is A? And then he said, do you know, there must be your parents might have celebrated name giving ceremony and lot of guests and lot of money they have spent to give you a name, and consulting many people to which name will be good. And you disrespected them and you told that it is A? So today he asked me the question, because this question and answer. He said, what prompted you to remain in silence now? Honestly, I loved practicing silence from my childhood. I told many times. And this time it prompted, I was observing silence for Navaratri in 2020. I was in Vrindavan. And 9 days I do fasting, special meditation, and Navaratri, 9 days, no talk. And towards the end of this Navaratri, there was shutdown, COVID. I had the plan to come to West. So I said, okay, when government is declaring shutdown, you can travel. It is good, I'm at Vrindavan. So let there be shutdown for the mouth. So I am observing that shutdown because I enjoyed. So what is, do you know, what is the meaning of this talking really? Yesterday, around 8:45, I came out in the evening. Some of you were still taking food, and this in Gurudev's expression, how, gossiping, talking. It was so noisy for me, I didn't go out. I just came here and then I left. It is, but the real silence is silence of the mind. This silence is not silence. Sri Gurudev said, dumbness is not spirituality. Dumbness means I'll not speak. Proper expression. God has given us mouth to speak. But how we are speaking, what we are speaking, is it useful or not? Is it hurting somebody or not? So, however, thank you for asking this question. How can I not take myself so serious while still staying disciplined and devoted? Why should you be so serious? You should be joyful. You should be joyful, cheerful, but disciplined. Joyful, cheerful, and devoted. So don't be serious. So I don't. Do you know those who are using the mask, whether they are joyful or serious, it is very difficult to know. You know, mask is a veil on the face. It's a covering. So, since I know Guru, praying to Guru is it same to praying to God? Look, to me, very easy to communicate or to pray to Gurudev. And it is also, don't distinguish. Pray to God, pray to Guru, it is the same. If you pray to God, the Guru is not going to be unhappy. And if you pray to Guru, God is not going to be unhappy. Just pray. And the prayer should be continuous. That is why in the Bible it is said, pray ceaselessly. Continuous prayer. So, and in practice like Kriya, we teach how to be conscious all the time. How does the cosmic mind work? Is it aware of each individual's mind, perspective, and desires? My dear, why you are poking your nose in the business of cosmic mind? You are not to deal with your own mind, own mind's business, and you are worried about. What is it beyond love? Look, love is with duality. There is a degree of duality in love. Beyond love means completely merged in love. You know, suppose you think of your mother and you go on to hug. And once you hug, there is no need to tell I love you because it is love. So to be merged in that state of love is beyond love. Where all expression stops, mind stops. So many people these days say they have experienced the truth of all is one. A sort of realization, is this the same as what we seek and you have achieved? I don't know all these things. One thing I know, for each one of us, is the mind peaceful? Is the mind loving? Is the mind conscious? Is the mind alert? Is our thought clean, pure, loving, positive? Is our word good? Good for myself, good for others? Is my activity, whatever I'm doing, it is good for everybody, good for myself, good for the family? That's what I know. I don't know more. Don't ask. More, all is one, this. I don't know so much of all these things. What is the meaning of I am a bubble, make me the sea? Write a letter to... Bubble is water. Bubble is water. And when it is sea and bubble, so it is a bubble in the sea. So this is the, because sometimes we make bubble, and in air, we make, so this is not that bubble. This is the bubble in the sea. So bubble in the sea, it is born in water, it is living in water, and its existence is very short time, for short period, and then it bursts and merges in water. So God is the sea, sea means water, I am a bubble, and near me I see a big bubble. For example, like Suresh Baba, he's tall. I'm so small, if I go to hug him, so I disappear in his arms, so where am I? So he's a big bubble, I'm a small bubble, so also Dr. C. So, but if I will be unhappy, oh God, I am small, he is tall, this is the problem. What is happening in the bubble, inside this, or on the lap of the sea, inside the bubble there is little air. That little air is ego. And the ego is the troublemaker of all complexes. And burst. We are not separated from the sea. We all are on the lap of the sea, one with sea. So that is why I don't want to remain as a bubble. I want to merge completely with you. I want to be you. Why has my physical health gotten worse, even though my Kriya practice and prayer has gotten deeper? Good. Why you are so much worried about the body? What is happening? Today I wrote in the computer, those who think of the body more and more and also taking care of the body, attached with the body, they are worldly. Those who take care of the mind and keeping the mind healthy, they are seekers. Those who realize I am neither the body nor the mind, I am beyond, they are divine. So our real purpose is to grow in prayer, meditation, and body becomes sick. There are many factors. Some prarabdha, unknown karma, it comes in the form of disease. We don't know. Old, wrong lifestyle. Even if you are praying and meditating now, you are very disciplined in your food, everything. But in the past, maybe old lifestyle, it might come in the form of sickness and making others unhappy. Be very careful. Don't make others unhappy. Others' unhappiness will reflect on our health also, physically and mentally. If we are causing unhappiness to others in our thought, word, and action, we should be careful. But thank you, praying for you. To worry is not to trust God. So why do I worry so much about my loved ones, and why do I keep interfering in their destinies? How can I learn to put all my worries in God's hands? You are giving the answer already in the first sentence. To worry is not to trust God. That is the answer. And then you are putting question. After knowing and writing the answer, the worry is because we don't trust in God. That's how. If I trust in God, if I trust in God's omnipresence, if I trust in God's omniscience, if I trust in God's omnipotence, and I love God, God will take care. Why should I be worried? God will take care. If we really do know, there is a story. The story is Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, they were playing. So in between, Lord Vishnu became a little bit unmindful, telling, wait, I'm just coming. What happened? I'm just coming, but it will take a little time. And he hurried, and then he came back instantly. He said, you said it will take some time, and now you came back so quick. Let us play. No, tell me what happened. This is the mind. We are curious to know why everybody's mind. Why? So what he said, one devotee of mine was walking. He was a naked sadhu. And while walking, some children looking him naked, strange looking, and they started throwing stone. So he was just walking, not reacting. So I thought it is my duty to protect him. When I was thinking to go to protect him, I found that he has lifted up a stone and trying to throw at the children. So I thought he will protect himself. So why should I be? If we give our worries to God, God will be worried to take care of us. But we, in the expression of Jesus, oh, of weak faith, poor in faith. So we are weak. We are really poor. So that is the problem. Would you kindly guide me on how we can be happy and joyous and fearless during ups and downs of life? So in ups, are you unhappy? Yes, yes. Sometimes, the aeroplane is taking off somewhere like this. In the aeroplane, if there's little turbulence, in the outside turbulence, people are like this. You have no trust. No trust in you. Do not. Once I trusted the barber. I was seeing with eyes closed, and the barber is to. It was in 1983, 83, 84, 84 beginning. So normally, if I'm not shaving my head, I get my hair and beard very short. It's very easy to do this, but I was closing my eyes and meditating, and I am in my own state. Then when I opened my eyes, do you know what happened? The barber has nicely shaved my face. I realized that it was a new barber. It was my mistake. However, because it was trusting a wrong person, it was my mistake, not him. So, if we have trust in God, even in ups, we will not be excited. We will not be over. By God's grace, by Guru's grace, this happened. Even if something big achievement, that is ups and downs also, it is very interesting thing. Often we do not think that when we achieve something, if it is grace of God, if there is failure in something, there is also grace of God. Because we believed grace is in something good, and difficulty, it is not really grace. Many times we have discussed, and again to remind, Vipadaha Santunaha Saswat. It is a prayer. Oh God, give us troubles and difficulties continuously. Continuously. It is a prayer. And who is praying? Kunti is praying to Lord Krishna. Give us trouble and difficulties, Saswat means continuously. So many of us, we do not realize difficulties are really good. In problems and difficulties, our mind turns to God more. In pleasure and happy moment, we forget God. Meditation and faith brings me out of depth of pain. However, how do I continuously stay in that state of mind? Little practice. Everything is practice. Suppose we are meditating. During meditation, the teacher is guiding, or you are meditating at your home. But to maintain the state of meditation, the rest, that is the challenge. With eyes open, with people, with situation, I want to be alone. To be alone is fine. But our real strength, our real, courage is exhibited, or it's there when we are facing the problem. So, all the time, mind in God. When forced to deal with or comply with dogmatic opinion, and you cannot really walk away, how should one handle this situation in a loving way? How can it be turned into a positive situation? I don't know what is dogmatic opinion, I don't know. I need a little clarification. Suppose we are together and somebody said, do you know, I'll give an example from Sri Gurudev's life. Sri Gurudev was sitting near a very highly developed spiritual personality. Whenever he came to Puri, Gurudev went to him to be with him, to listen to him. And wherever he went, this monk, many accompanied him, mostly all monks. You know, monks also, there is sometimes jealousy, sometimes looking at what he's doing, like this. So what Gurudev was there and somebody came and told, this Swamiji is using soap. I'm telling 75 years ago, soap was not common to be used by the monks. And this Swamiji is using soap and putting in the, Gurudev smiled. Gurudev said, do you know, why you are bringing all this to Guruji? Will soap take away spirituality? Once a disciple, a long-time disciple, long time means he's, hopes he's still, because I have not heard about him nowadays. So he was also very close to Sri Gurudev from, I think from 60s, on the path of Kriya, early 60s also. So he went to bow down to a monk. He took the feet out. He said, do you know, I will tell one thing. He said, what? I have a guru whom I go and bow down. He just keeps the feet. He stretches the feet. He was talking about Gurudev. One thing I realized, that your spirituality or spiritual power is very weak and my negativity is very strong. That's why you are afraid of my touching. That I realized. Do you know, people, yesterday I learned one thing. I learned many things. I went to Sri Gurudev's doctor who treated Gurudev, and Gurudev went to the doctor's residence on the birthday of the doctor. So yesterday was the doctor's birthday. So in discussion, the doctor said that every individual has speciality. Every individual. We have to respect. We should see good in the person. People will have their views, their opinion. And if we stick to their opinion, we are in trouble. However, on same incident, many people will give many views. You might have heard this story. Story is, a father and the son had to go to a distant place and the medium of travel was a donkey. So the father and the son were sitting on the back of the donkey and going, and donkey was also carrying. Some people said, oh God, so cruel. Cruelty against the animals, torturing. Two people sitting on the back of this little donkey. So they got down and started walking. They heard it. So some people, after some distance, they heard, these are fools. And carrying a donkey and walking? Healthy donkey? Then the son said, the father, you please sit down and I am walking. So the father sat down and the son is walking and donkey is going. Some people said, this is the age. Little boy, he's walking and the father is enjoying life. Now the father got down, he said, you sit down. Now the son sat down, and after a while, some people said, you see, The father is walking and the son is sitting on the back of the donkey. And so people will have their view. Don't be, and you listen to all patiently. Don't give any reactive reply. Joyfully, if there is anything to say, speak joyfully and humorously, not too seriously, because too serious exchange in dogmatic situation, it will create more tussle. And I am practicing Kriya to the best of ability. It is so beautiful. Still, I am caught in weaknesses. I'm not reading the weaknesses. I feel shame and guilt and like a hypocrite. How do I remain disciplined and content even while attached to bad habits? My dear one, the habits which you have written, they're not really healthy and good. And I'm happy that you are realizing that it's not good. So when you know that it is not good, it is also in your hand and your determination. As you are telling that you are practicing meditation according to the best of your ability, I believe and hope you can remove these weaknesses if you are a little bit strict and determined. So these negative habits are not really good. Being a creative person, I have many interests and aspirations. How do I explore creativity and live a simple life? As you have told, you are a creative person. And use your skill. You know, we have to live in the world. How to, because I have your economic situation a little stable with your creative work, and plus prayer and meditation, and living simple life, it is in your hand. Nobody can force you. People will say, oh, you are using the same old car for all these years. When it is running, there is nothing wrong just to change it. So you can smile. Do not. Yesterday, somebody wanted to give me a pair of shoes. I said, for what? The others old. I said, no. I was not talking, but I was indicating it is not old. It is, oh, it is old. Look, even if it is old, I love it, old friend. When it will not be really usable, really, and then I'll think of, and why to? So living a simple life, it is in everybody's hand. How can I integrate? Mistake is for correction when I feel there is a part of me that enjoys suffering. Doing mistake and enjoying suffering, remember, commit as many new mistakes you can, but don't repeat it. Continue doing as many mistakes as you can, no problem, but once, and don't repeat it. If you repeat the same mistake and enjoy suffering, it sounds that, I will not tell this, but this, it sounds that there is some degree of stupidity. Please. Please don't blame me. But knowing it is mistake and if you repeat, I'm telling you, if you repeat, be careful. Sometimes food addiction seems persistent. One thinks one has overcome, but then it surfaces again. Any guidance from you would give strength? Do one thing. food which you like, eat, 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 eat. I am not telling this. Swami Ramatirtha did experiment on himself. Swami Ramatirtha, a great saint of India, and he did it. At that time, he was not a Swami, he was a householder with family. He had a job. While returning from his teaching, and he found which tempted him. So he told, okay, mind temptation, okay, enjoy it. And vomit, do you know what he did? After vomiting, taking that, eat. Do you know, it is very simple thing. If you pray to God, offer to God, take it, be a little bit more disciplined. And mind is very tricky. Mind is really tricky. I tell again and again, don't trust your mind. Mind is not really a good friend. Mind, because do you know what happens? Mind is a companion of us lives after lives. It has, mind knows our own weakness more than we really realize. Mind knows. And mind, suppose you are going to meditate, mind will tell, okay, I'll see how long. I want a vegetarian. All right, I'll see how long. This is the mind. After some time, again, the mind will create, okay, little. Fasting has so many health benefits. Are these spiritual benefit too? Sure, but be careful. Because everybody is listening. Fasting is good. It depends upon your body and your health condition. And don't be fanatic in fasting also. Because somebody wrote about the dogmatic opinion, people become too much fanatic. Swami Sri Yukteswarji, in his interpretation of Bhagavad Gita, mentions many things to be taken metaphorically. For example, the birth of says Vyasadeva with Parasara and Satyavati, the conversation of Lord Krishna and Arjuna in the middle of the battlefield, and Mother Ganga as Maya, the metaphorical interpretation are very meaningful. But is the great Guru I can't. The great Guru, that word I can't read, that we do not take these instances literally like we have believed them to be. How should we understand these writings of says Vyasadeva? Please clarify. Look, it happened. What is written in the Mahabharata, what is written in the Ramayana, it happened. The Ramayana and the Mahabharata, they are the ancient history books. It was the style of writing during those days. It is written that, but it really happened. There is no doubt about it. It happened all right, but it is also happening now in our life. This is the beauty. For example, the battle is happening outside. The battle is happening in me, in you, in everybody. So, as a seeker, Sri Yukteswarji is a yogi, and we are on the same path. Our inner life, there is metaphor of the scriptures. But for social life, history, this happened, it is true. bath in Ganga, beautiful. Yes, Ganga is also within, because I cannot go to the Ganga every day and take dip. But I can take dip in inner Ganga every day. Every day. If you read the Jnana Sankalini Tantra, it is said, Tribeni Sangamam Yatra Tirtharaja Sauchyate Tatra Snana Prakruvita Sarva Papahi Pramuchyate. One who really takes dip there is freed, cleansed from all negativities. So both are there. Your Ganga physically is as holy as anything. There is no doubt. But river Ganga is flowing within me. It is also, so what he said metaphorically, it is for our own spiritual understanding and growing up. I would like to touch my Guru's feet, but these days there is very less opportunity. Can you offer this opportunity at least once to all of who just want to touch? No problem. The problem is, while going, like, for example, I came and walked, I was just walking. Allow me to walk. And those who are making the program, tell them, fix a time when all can come and bow. There is nothing problem. And if I will be just sitting and you will be bowing, and today sitting, tomorrow sitting, next day sitting, every day bowing, it takes a lot of time also. So please understand me also. Do not, to touch the feet is good, but to feel the feet of the Guru is inside. To feel the Guru's feet is not outside, it is inside. That is more important. If a person from a dilemma or dilemma between following his dharma or not, creating a new karma, which one should he choose? I don't understand you. If a person faces a dilemma between following his dharma or not, creating a new karma, sure. You'll, for example, I am a teacher. My dharma is to give as much good thing as possible to the students. If I do not do my dharma, then what type of teacher I am? Simple thing. Suppose I have a body. The dharma of the body to need it should be fed. It is my duty to feed the body. It is my dharma, not dharma of the body. My dharma is to feed the body. If I do not feed the body properly, which is my dharma, then body will create trouble. It is a new karma. The body needs exercises. If I do not do it every day, this is my dharma, to make the body or give the body proper exercises, to find time. And if I do not do it, it is a karma, negative karma. It will create trouble. So be very clear about dharma and live the life accordingly. Okay. What is the meaning of prasad? Do you know, prasad is a proper name, proper noun. Many people have the name, the first name prasad, this middle name prasad, It is theirs. So it is a proper name. So what is the meaning? Prasad means grace. Sri Krishna Prasad, Rama Prasad, Balabhadra Prasad, like this, Prasad. So Jagannath Prasad. So Prasad means grace, the name of the people. It is Prasad. The grace. And what is Prasada means cheerfulness. Prasada means cheerfulness. That is Prasad. That's all, or there is something, do you know? I love. You love? Yes, I love. What do you love? I love Mahaprasad. You say, what is, you asked about Prasad, I'm talking of Mahaprasad. What is Mahaprasad? Mahaprasad is the cooked food of Lord Jagannath in Puri. And then you do not get it. I said, yes, I do not get it. Then what do you do? So what I do, I pray to God, whatever food is in my front, oh God, this is the food in my front, let it be Mahaprasad. So I think I am taking Mahaprasad, not thinking it is true. It's offered to God. So I take it. Prasad is that which is offered, and then it comes back to us and we take it. Am I clear what is Prasad? For example, I am a student. Hey, student, look at me. I am a student. I want to study. I want to do good in the examination. So I will study. I will make every effort to do good in the examination. So that is being offered to God. Oh God, I did my best. The examination is the rest. It is in your hand. So whatever the result will come, okay, it is your prasad. I accept it, but I will try to improve. In our life, anything happens to us, pleasant or unpleasant, it is prasad. You will tell which prasad? Unpleasantness is also prasad. Yes, it is prasad of our karma. We have offered or not offered to God, but God is everything. God accepts everything, even if we don't offer. The result comes. It is your prasad, your grace, even if it is suffering. That is prasad. Am I clear? You asked the meaning of prasad, so I'm telling the meaning of prasad. Then what is prasad? It is little dogmatic prasad. You'll tell, what is dogmatic prasad? Oh, it is prasad from Guruji. This is dogmatic prasad. We forget. Listen, we forget. For example, you have come to ashram. Any food is cooked in the ashram, it is really food from Gurus. We should take it joyfully. We should not waste it. Everything is prasad. At your home, you also cook. Cook joyfully. Cook for God. God in me, God in others. I'm cooking for God within. Offer it to God. It will be prasad. I hope it is clear to you. I don't want to give. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi. In prasada, if it is taken in the right attitude or understood in the right attitude or lived with, sarva dukkhanam hanihi, all suffering, miseries will go away with prasada. The prasada buddhi, the attitude of accepting the prasad, receiving the prasad. Life is passing by. Change or drastic change is not happening. My Gurudev wanted my hair and beard to be grey. He was really worried. He wanted to, it is a joke. He wanted to make it grey. And he told somebody, can you do something? He said, yes. Can you bring some hair dye? For what? To make his beard and hair grey. So The others said, they were laughing, looking at, I was sitting there. Baba, it will be gray in course of time. But do you know, he looks too young. It will be little gray. It will be, look, nothing happens drastically. No change comes instantly. Once a group of monkeys, they decided to have their own garden. Because, monkeys, they roam from here and there. Luckily, we don't have all this freedom. This country is a country of freedom, but not real freedom. Real freedom is in India. The donkeys are free, the monkeys are free, the dogs are free, the cattle are free. Everybody is free. So, the monkeys decided, when we are going to eat something from somebody's garden, they are unhappy. We will not make them unhappy. We will make our own garden. It was a nice idea. They all sat down how to make garden. The deputed one, you go and observe what the farmers are doing, how they are doing the garden. They found the trick. So they said, okay, in this riverside, here it is such pasture land, it is all free. We'll make garden, we'll make a mango garden. So they all brought mangoes, they ate it and the stone, they dig it and put it in. Don't know what they did. They brought the water and gave water. The next day they sat down. What has happened? Nothing is coming up. And opening it, looking at the seed, the stone, nothing is coming up. Again planting. Do you know what happened? They continued it every day, so no garden could come out. So are you the Mr. Monkey or Mrs. Monkey? And you want some drastic change or instant change? Time is passing by. It is true. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your mind. That's all. Change will come in course of time, don't worry. If you don't waste your time, if you don't waste your mind, you have done your duty. The rest is in God's hand. The thumbs should always go inside the ear during Jyoti Mudra, we are told. I find it is easier to press the tragus, the ear flap instead. Is it okay? It's okay. Oh, it's okay. How can we effectively practice forgiveness without ignoring valid emotion such as anger, sadness, when we have been hurt by someone? Is there anybody who is more hurt than Jesus? Tell me. Humiliated, hurt, everything, and at last crucified. And from the cross, what did he pray? Always keep the image of Jesus in your front, even if you think you are hurt. Father, Father, forgive them. So, do you know what is happening? Ordinary mind reacts, wants to retaliate, to take revenge. When one cannot do it, feels helpless, becomes emotional, because one who can retaliate, retaliates, shouts, screams, cries, becomes emotional. And a spiritual mind observes, okay, this thing happened. I will not allow myself to be hurt. I will not allow this to be repeated again. This situation, I will not allow myself. A very simplest example Sri Lahiri Mahasaya gave. He gave, you might have heard it again and again. Children play with the marble. If you throw the marble to a hard surface, it will bounce back. If it is soft place, it sticks. And sticks means if we are weak, every word it sticks. Every gesture was, he was looking like this. She was, even the gesture hits us. And action and all this. So we should grow a little more stronger, inwardly matured. Those who are foolish, they do like this. If I also behave like that, then where am I? Not only can I easily find faults in others, but I can also be very critical and harsh on myself. What is the source of this behavior, and how may I quickly eradicate it? Do you know, fault findingness is a disease. Judging others is a sickness. And brooding over this, he did this thing happened to me. And again, being upset also, it is. Lord Rama told Vali, who did mistakes, and he got punishment because of his karma. He said, I will give you long life. I will restore your life. He said, I don't want. Why? I forgot you. I did so many mistakes. Love God, pray to God, grow up. When I was young, I could not sit still, but I had mental agitation. Now I am older, mind is quite, but body is not cooperating to be still towards, or how do I cross this barrier and progress? My dear ones, do you know what is the problem? When I see these little children and those who meditate, and I feel really proud of them. And I also sometimes thought why I could not start even my Kriya practice or little child. These children are practicing. But we really miss a big or good part of our life where we could have done much more. Whatever is there, we have to accept it. I can't sit on the floor, I have to sit on the chair and practice. Body has sickness nowadays. When the body grows older, I have to accept it and go. So what to do? No other way, my dear. Accept in a positive way. What is the best way to practice, develop discernment through our meditation? Just practice. Everything will come to you. You know, if you practice with love and maintain meditative state afterwards, the two things, it will help you to resolve everything, all the problems of life. No need to ask. How do you know if or when we have achieved this, and how does discernment differ from prayer? This, I think, prayer. Again, to tell you, pray to God. Love God. And you know, the simplest practice of spirituality is to love God in every activity. And do that activity which you can offer easily to God. Good thought, good word, good acts. Having some neurological issues coming up recently and have high anxiety about it, would like your blessings and prayer. Look, anxiety is not good. Body is there. Do you know the other definition of body in Sanskrit? Shariram Vyadhi Mandiram. This body is the temple of diseases. When the body defense mechanism is a little stronger, they don't surface. At any time they are weak, some form of sickness will come. So we have to accept it, not to be worried, practice exercises, go for walk, be joyful and cheerful. What to do? This question one was asked, can sit with your teacher and discuss. Thank you all. Let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God, think of Gurudev, and pray to God and Gurudev to give us more inner determination to be more disciplined, organized, devoted, loving and caring, to be kind and compassionate towards others. I bow to God. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity. Om. Amen.